it now, and what was a distance, oh God, that you brought it right in front of my face. I hear them calling you, come on a journey, people, and I'm not sort of bondage of fear, that old captivity mindset. Do you? Good morning, people. Welcome to my channel, highlighting God in everything. My name is Tanya Kane, and I'll be just come on here for a little minute. I wanted to tell you all, I was just laying there praying, getting ready for my day, and I heard God say, it's in the being. And I say, okay, God, what what are you talking about? And so he said, a lot of us been waiting on some things. A lot of us been praying for some things. A lot of us been asking him for some things and believing for some things. And he said, it's in the being. And I said, okay. So I just stayed still, and he began to elaborate. The Holy Spirit began to elaborate, and he said, we need to be being the very thing that we're asking him for. The only way we'll see our prayers answered and our questions answered and our breakthrough or our miracle or our sign and wonder, or our healing, our deliverance, is when we choose to be that very thing we're asking God for to someone else. Now, I know a lot of people don't want to hear that because they worry about their own problems. It's all about them, okay? It's hard for them to be anything to anybody, right? Because they so bottled up or drowned in their own mess or their own issues. And it's easy for us to be, like I said, swallowed up in our own stuff because a lot of us is going through a lot nowadays. But I came on here to let you know why you haven't seen that very thing you've been praying for and you've been waiting on. God said it's in the being. You have to extend yourself. You have to step out of you and be the very thing you're asking him for to somebody else. You waiting on breakthrough? Be the breakthrough for somebody else. You waiting on a financial blessing that's big? Be a blessing to somebody else. And they waiting on, it might not be big for them, so big for you what they're waiting on. So you able to be that for them. And then you'll see God be it for you. God will open that door for you. So a lot of us, like I said, life been happening, and it's hard, it's rough, and we're going through so much, and like I said, it's easy to be, drowned by our own stuff. But it's only when we take that leap and, sacrifice, ourselves for somebody else. That's what it's all about. Being that willing vessel, being available for God to use, stepping out of your stuff and your issues or your situations and being the very thing that others need you to be. That's what the whole kingdom is about. Do you understand? A lot, we need to be sharing our testimonies more. It said people overcome by our testimonies. What happened to testifying? People, we don't even testify no more. As if God is not still moving, as if God is not still God, as if God is not still performing miracles, as if God is not still in control and on the throne. Come on now. Open your mouth and you know you couldn't be this far without him. Let's stop taking a credit for what God has done for our lives and done in our lives. And in us, we need to be opening our mouths more, people. We need to be declaring and sharing the good news of God. We're still alive. We have his breath in our bodies. That's the only way we didn't woke up this morning. It's in him that we move, live, and have our being. Let's highlight God in everything, people. Let's continue to share our testimonies to help so many others. It's bound. So many others is, you'll be surprised how you, like I said, step out of your stuff and not so much be just worried about your stuff and start sharing how God brought you out of this and brought you out of that and performed that miracle for you and this miracle for you. He healed your son and he healed your daughter. He opened that door that you never thought you would be walking through. Just to be alive is a blessing, people, today. Do you understand? We need to start sharing, these testimonies and helping people overcome. Like I said, they're bound. They need to be set free. You need healing and deliverance. Be healing, provide healing and deliverance from somebody else. You needed the answer, which was Jesus. Be the answer to somebody else. And God said that's the only way you'll see your prayers answered. When you be that answered prayer for somebody else. So I came to clarify some things for you. You've been wondering why it ain't been answered? Why this ain't happened? Why that ain't happened? Ask yourself, who have I been? Like, am I being who God created me to be? Am I being the very thing that I needed for myself to somebody else? Am I sharing the good news of God? Am I just bottled up with my own stuff and my own situation? It's when you step outside that, God, people. And like I said, your miracle is in that. Your release, your breakthrough. That burden lifted. Them yokes being destroyed. You being set free. Is in the being. So I pray for you this morning and I say, be who he called you to be. Do what's required of you. There's so many people that need your voice. There's so many people that need to hear your testimony. It's so many people that's bound, that their deliverance is in your mouth, that their healing is in your hands. That the keys to their breakthrough you have access to. Let's step out of ourselves and extend ourselves for others. Let's be those willing vessels that God has called us to be, people. Let's share that love all over this world. There's so much hatred, so much, darkness. We must be the light. Be the light in other people's situation. Be the light in other people's circumstances. And you will see the light of God overtake yours. And turn that thing. And change your situation and shift your atmosphere. But it's in the being. So I challenge you this morning to step out of you and be the very answer to somebody else's problem. And you will see your problem answered. In order for God to be who we need him to be, we have to be who he needs us to be on earth. And his kingdom will come in every area of your life. God bless you all. I love you. Pray more. Worry less. I'm praying for all of us. Highlight God in everything, people. Be who he called you to be. It's in the being.